Anyway, aside from depressing real-life conversations or depressing video game conversations, let's talk about depressing Ball State conversations. We are heading to a conference title game again. We'll be taking on the UCLA Bruins after a 10-2 regular season. It's been a very interesting season, a very inconsistent season, especially because of a massive amount of injuries. But we march and we move, as we do. We march and we move. And again, anybody that just missed it, the conversation we were having was in regards to like, oh, NBA 2K25, are you excited? And it's like, kind of, but also, again, when they're apparently prioritizing an indoor go-kart track, if this is legit, which yeah. Because they do shit for the city all the time. You know, like I said, I'm worried about a couple of things in relation to their franchise mode that has needed to be fixed for a little bit, but might not be. So, we'll see. We shall see, won't we? Snipe, thank you for the 62. And, doing all right, all things considered, right? Obviously a rough day.
Patriots jacket, and of course he's been asked to leave the ball game for ruining a good piece of pizza.
All of our points are good there. I think we're just going to be able to kick off tonight then with that game against UCLA. So don't got to worry about the staff or anything like that. What we do have to worry about is, again, this. A ridiculous amount of injuries to some top-notch talents as well. Imagine if NHL did that, they'd go out of business, and I would business, if you will, and I'd literally explode. Yeah, probably. Honestly, I'd probably be more accepting of indoor go-kart racing in NHL than I would be NBA, because it would just be NHL being like, fuck it, whatever, let's just go for it. Let's just do random things, right? Speaking of random things, we had the conversation of who our quarterback was going to be since our old Cornell Sanders was out for the season. It's quite clear that Dalvin and the Chipmunks has won that starting job over Cracked the Casey. So Dalvin is our man. Dalvin's our man. And we got to double check our depth chart too before this game. You always bring back the Zambo. Yeah, well, exactly, right? It's like, okay, if NHL were to do something like indoor go-kart related, it would just be something Zamboni related, which is what the NHL 2K games had a long time ago, right? So, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. But, alright. Dalvin's good. I think the rest of the depth chart's good. This is going to be a tough game, though. We know that UCLA is good. Our team's been a little bit inconsistent because of these injuries. So I'm a little bit scared to see how this is going to go. 82 overall, they're better than an 82, man. They are. Most of their strength, though, was in the O-line. Despite the injury, we're going to have actually a slightly better quarterback. Okay. Hope a competitive 2-cart league. 2K Arts. Tremendous. All right, well, let's see if we're starting off tonight on a high note. Ball State and UCLA one more time. We beat them earlier this year. This time, though, it's for the Pac-12 championship game. The lack of saturation in those jerseys is incredible. All right. Goodness. Lethal, what's up? Again, when the wife's away, we stream early. When the wife's away, she is out of town going to a concert with a friend. So it's like, cool, I got the house to myself tonight and tomorrow, which means, hey, more football. Because I don't know what else to do with myself. So more football, baby. The true Bruins, how dare you? How dare you? Oh, we have seen UCLA win national titles in this timeline. We need to be better than them. No pants around the house. Well, that was the case anyway. Ice cream for dinner. Yes. Fun fact, he streamed in the daytime before he was married for a bit. She ruined that. She didn't. I just didn't like it as much. I just didn't like it as much, to be honest. Daytime streaming was really weird. It'll probably return someday, but it was really weird. Let's see what the boys can do against the Bruins of UCLA. Well, that's not ideal. That's not great. Let's go to the half. Okay. All right, down 13-10 at halftime. That's not that bad, right? Like we're not totally dead in the water. We've tied the game. 13-all heading into the fourth. Okay. All right. Got ourselves a close one. John Wilkes Lincoln with an interception to kick off the fourth. And we miss a 54-yard field goal. I should apparently make the offense more aggressive so we just never go for field goals. Because he misses all the time, even though he was supposed to be the best kicker we've ever had. 3 and out. And we're playing with fire here. Bruins fail to get a first down. Ball State has to punt again. Bruins get a field goal with 4:24 left. Let's jump in. Let's jump in. I had a hunch. A sneaking suspicion. We were going to have to jump in this game. And make good things happen. And a good run. Or Alaka Shabazz to kick us off. Alright. Do here.
Allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe
play action, here comes the pizza, see it?
Down, don't fumble. Thank you. Kaniak. Probably. Thank you for the 59, man. How the heck are you?
His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss.
Oh, left guard. How I hate you. Actually, that was the center. So he didn't hold that guy so that there was a gap, and then he just stood in the way to take away the center lane. I literally had nowhere to go. That is unfortunate. These earlier times are nice for an old ass. As I always say, I know the God damn. Okay, we can't block. I know the streaming time, the typical streaming time, isn't the best for everybody. We do what we can. We only have one person back. We really do need a first down here.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw.
As our fucking tight end gets totally outworked.
He's wrapped up after a solid return.
And that's a nice little arm punt for us. Oh boy. O-line couldn't do their job. Ugh. And that defender literally just ran around our wideout there. Technically our tight end and Nemo. Mike Finger! I'm gonna lose this game because of a dude named Mike Finger? Two things happened there. No blocking and a handout to the 10 years. Exactly. It's the reason I never watched until I moved to Hawaii. Now stream started 5. Fucking Hawaii, eh? Now look at this. He has the inside lane. The dude just runs around him. That's insane. All right, well, we need to hold them to a field goal at best, or this game is over.
Remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Oh, goodness. This was not the way we wanted to start off tonight. This would be the first ever conference championship game that we've lost.
So the clock stops as we head into the
I mean, at least we have the excuse of our defense disappearing, or the injuries. I mean, our defense hasn't exactly disappeared. That would be unfair to say.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
That back just had nowhere to
Call a
go.
timeout here. We need
Defense and their run fits.
a gigantic stop here.
Out here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure.
Well,
They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make
this is gonna push us closer to the end. If it becomes mathematically impossible for us to get to Division 1, then that's it.
On the field getting set now.
And losing here would give us one less year to progress further.
To the end zone, so a touchback. They'll start at the 25.
We have to score fast, and I mean fast, without using any timeouts,
Quarterback in the pass.
because we're already down by 1 here.
Up, it's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Hit as we throw, and nearly intercepted.
Couldn't quite hold on. The big guy had a chance for a first down interception, and it falls incomplete.
Uh-oh.
Second down play off the incompletion. And here's a deep
Oh?
throw with the clock winding down.
Who else would it be? Greg Jennings.
He is caught for a big gain. The offense operating at peak
Of ourselves some Greg Jennings.
first down. Looking to throw the football.
We love ourselves some Greg Jennings back to back.
Touchdown.
Putting the team on his back, though.
But that was just the first part.
Greg
The onside
Jennings.
and score again.
Yep, and a good thing is their offense at least gave them a chance.
He was the hero last year in the national title game.
For all the practice that he's got on that side field, hope they're all
This
by-
game technically
pays off and he
isn't over yet,
bounce just at the
but we do need to go for an onside kick. And it's been a while since we have secured one.
Onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
It's not great. All right, first down ends the game.
Suddenly, this is a three-point game.
Pretty straightforward.
Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but with the running back
GG's.
setting those blocks up before he's able
Immediately runs to the outside. That's pretty much GG's.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve.
So for the first time, we're going to lose in a conference title game.
Pre-snap motion from
UCLA is going to get us.
handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So we're
Yep, they're going to take a knee, and that's it, because we're not going to be able to stop the clock.
and plan the victory celebration.
UCLA wins it by a field goal.
Well, it was an interesting
There will not be a promotion for the Ball State Cardinals this year.
short at the end.
Well, sometimes you're going to suffer losses like this, and you're just going to have to pick up your head and move on. It's your job to try to get this team ready to play the next time they go out.
That sucks.
And that is going to wrap
That
up
sucks.
this one here.
Our luck was bound to run out eventually.
Presentation of EA Sports College Football.
But literally, we know our kicker missed a field goal. That would have had this game been tied at least. Damn it. We beat them in the regular season, but they beat us when it mattered the most. Yeah, we only had 2 third down conversions all game. 2 interceptions, one of which was mine. 4 penalties to 1. They had nearly double the possession time. Yeah, we just weren't good enough. We just weren't good enough. Dalvin went 13 of 31. Yeah. The injuries played a big factor. Big factor. Running game was non-existent. We just had a really bad game at the worst possible time. Sacks in the game, the 1 pick, and that missed field goal is ultimately the difference. We were bound to have our luck run out at some point. But right here, we had to press in case they ran it. I just had to hope that no one lost. I mean, he got torched immediately. Right off the line, he got torched. Okay. So. How much time does that leave us with, right? Because 30 years from the summer of 2024 is the summer of 2054. So we still have time to get to Division 1, but it just became a lot less likely. A lot less likely that we're ever going to hit that top goal that we had. Yeah. I don't even know if we made the playoffs now because of that loss. We might not have. We might not have. We do get kicker Daryl Bostic, which we needed a kicker and a punter. What's up, Crash? And well, we lost a conference title game for the first time. Nebraska junior quarterback Brian Gato. Not Jotto, but Gato. 43 touchdowns, 3 picks. He is your 2048 Heisman winner. You can say that again. Kyrie Flat Earth was the top wideout in the country. 74 reps, just under 1,000 yards, but 16 touchdowns. The unlikely journey of Kyrie Flat Earth. As we do, in fact, head to the playoffs where we will be taking on the Tennessee Volunteers. Which means we will have access to go after 1 5-star in the offseason. Potentially earn the right to go after more. But, yeah, we'll be the 11th seed overall. To UCLA to kick off tonight really does suck, but that is what it is. It is what it is, and again, with all the injuries that we have, can't be too surprised. Our running game got hit really hard. Starting quarterbacks out. If we win the Natty again, do we gain promotion since the circumstance of the year limit? No, but we'd get access to 5 stars. So there's still a lot to play for this season. There is a lot to play for this season. This postseason, I should say. Taking a look, though, at the team stats here. Best quarterback play we had all year was from Dalvin, but, again, did not have his best game against UCLA. There's very surprising struggles there. Rushing game, I mean, yeah, Bill Cincinnati, he was the guy. The effectiveness of the running game really started to fall off a bit. And then Reed some Brooks, 5 fumbles on 100 carries. Damn. Receiving-wise, you know, that Kyrie was the top option. Yeah, 16 touchdowns. more than the rest of his teammates combined, which is pretty ridiculous. Blocking wise, it's always the tackles that end up sucking, man. It's always the tackles that just seemingly do the worst. Which, I mean, makes some sense, but like significantly worse. Spencer Gifts, John Wilkes, Lincoln, 85 tackles each. Sack leader this year with 8 was Shakir. I mean, we did a pretty good job of getting to the opposition's quarterbacks again. Pick leaders with 3, Kangaroo McCourty, and baseball caps. All Hawk State was back. Our kicker went 32 of 40. You could argue whether or not it's a good thing we were going for 40 attempts this year. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe we should be more, you know what, maybe for the playoffs at least, we should be more aggressive. You gotta wonder how this season would have ended up. We're going back to our old ways of a more aggressive offense. And we'll see how that plays out for us. But, well, before we can get to this game, we do have to look at the conference standings and everything from this past season. So let's do that, and then we'll take it from there. But, yeah, disappointing end to the regular season. So, independent status this year, it is James Madison as the top promoted team, and El Paso also going up. Conference USA relegations are the Charlotte 49ers, who of course made the Final Four last year, which is ridiculous, and Northern Illinois. So Charlotte and Northern Illinois, both on the way down. With the MAC, Georgia Southern, also on the way down, having gone 2-8. Good for Buffalo to not immediately get relegated. Sunbelt ends up being the Kansas Jayhawks. Right, they are a basketball school, after all. Down go Kansas. In the American Conference, Washington State go 2-8, so down they go. While in the Mountain West, it is either Utah or Virginia Tech. Let's go take a look here. Utah or Virginia Tech. And it will be Utah. Turns out they are not the place, as they get dropped. Pac-12, we didn't get promoted, but we also didn't get dropped. That ends up being Cincinnati. A 3-9 overall record. ACC, it's Illinois, who had a god-awful year, so they'll get dropped. On the Big 12, Texas A&M, also with just 1 win in conference. Big 10 is Alabama. Man, Alabama, they have really started to be inconsistent over the past couple of years. What exactly is a Ute? It's kind of like a loot, but specifically for you. As Ohio State have been dropped from the top tier. 2-8 overall. Shout out to ASU being in a more prolific conference than the Ohio State Buckeyes. But yeah, a Ute's like a personal loot, but just for Ute. Utes are an indigenous tribe. Fake news. Fake news. It's clearly an instrument. I'd never get it wrong. Never, ever. Second here. Give me a moment. The wife who might be watching, I don't even know. And if she is, go to bed. You've been up all day. It's totally disrupting. Disrupting it all. Yes, disrupting the whole thing. All right. Your conference title winners this season. You have ODU winning the Conference USA crown. That's Old Dominion. You have, unfortunately, UCLA winning the Pac-12. Which, again, is a heartbreaker. Penn State win the Big 12. Up go them Nittany Lions. Monroe win the MAC over Virginia. Frickin' Monroe. Nevada, Tomato have won the Sun Belts. Boise State have won the Mountain West. We'll have to deal with them next year. Nebraska win the top tier SEC crown. Rutgers win the American Conference crown, upsetting Arkansas. Texas Tech win the Big Ten. And Iowa just sneak past BYU to win the ACC. So, there we go. We have one disappointing loss already. What does Tennessee look like? I mean, we know they were a good team this year, so were we prior to all the injuries. What do the Vols look like at this point in time? 85 overall, and, yep. That's a pretty good team. That's a pretty good team. Gil Turbin at quarterback. Okay. Not an easy game to deal with. Easy team to deal with, but let's see what we can do. Maybe we have lost just a bit too much momentum because of all of those injuries. It's the game of the week against Tennessee. And actually, we should take a look at the full playoff bracket here. We haven't done that yet. Let's see as I actually go over to All-Americans, although apparently we had a couple. I don't know how this guy was an All-American because he was terrible this year, but okay. Let's look at that bracket. So it is James Madison against Wisconsin. Winner plays UCLA. Kentucky and Washington. Winner plays Texas Tech. Ball State, Tennessee. Winner draws Penn State. ODU and Baylor, with the winner getting Nebraska. It is nice that we're again in a playoff scenario. First time in 2 seasons that we don't have a first round bye. We got our work cut out for us. We did not win our conference crown. Now we have to do the next best thing and hope that we can win and retain the national title status. So, let's see. Against the top tier program, no less.
12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this.
All right, Tennessee. I hope to escape this stadium with a win and without contracting bronchitis.
This 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog.
Sure does,
Meg. And move on to the quarterfinals. As we see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by...
Oh, my favorite Greek hero, bronchitis.
We've got a tremendous...
Oh, goodness. He's my least favorite, based on how that went for me earlier this year. Absolutely my least favorite. We're up 7-3 at the end of the first. We'll see if this strategy of being more aggressive and hopefully not relying on our kicker unless it's absolutely necessary works out well for us, and apparently it will. We're up 24-10 at halftime. 24-13. 31-13. God damn damn it. If we had gone more aggressive against UCLA, what might have happened? It's now 31-20. Interception for Tennessee. We might choke this away anyway. We might. 31-23. It's a one-possession game. 38-23 with 5.5 to go. Come on now. We can hold on here. Or we're not going to interception Spencer's gifts. If we're not going to win promotion, then we will sneeze and throw another interception. Then we will sneeze and potentially blow this game. 2:27 to go. It's an 8-point lead now.
Of course,
Another playoff victory for the Ball State Cardinals. Not the most impressive, but it'll do. As Dalvin, 4 touchdowns. Let's not talk about the amount of interceptions he threw.
No touching! No touching! No touching! Stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance.
Okay.
See what they can do next week.
Okay.
And that is going to wrap it up.
17 points against in the fourth, but we're able to hold on. Almost 500 yards of offense, and we barely won this game. We were 8 of 15 on third down. It looks like being more aggressive was the better way to go. 3 turnovers to their 1. But they had 6 penalties. We had 0. Yeah, I mean, Dalvin, 4 touchdowns, but 2 picks. We're doing what we can to hang on and survive the relentless amount of injuries. Fumbles for JJ today, too. Damn it. Gonna get more natties than promotions. Probably not. Given that we had, I get the joke, but mathematically, that's almost impossible. Oh, man. All right. Well, hey, again, didn't get the one win that we really wanted, but that is another playoff victory under our belts here. Not too shabby. Unfortunately, it means we have to play Penn State next week. And the only time we have played Penn State, they kicked the garbage out of us. It is Ball State, Penn State at the Sugar Bowl. Oh, baby. Do we have any further injuries we have to worry about? No, we do not. If we win this game, though, we will get Bill Cincinnati back for the Final Four. And that would be a gigantic boost to this team. We know this Penn State roster is going to be really, really, really good because it's Penn State. So, of course, they're going to be really, really, really good. Yeah, 88 overall. Multiple players showing. Dude, they got 2 quarterbacks that are showing up as at least a 91 overall right now. They got a running back and a wide. Oh, dude, they're so good. I don't think this is going to go too well for us, but we'll see. Let's take a look at the rest of the bracket. Wisconsin over James Madison. Kentucky dominates Washington, and Baylor beats ODU. So we have Wisconsin, UCLA, Kentucky, Texas Tech, Ball State, Penn State, Baylor, and Nebraska's Ace Boy drops the 5-gifted Ace. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very, very much for that. It'll, from the other night.
Taste the biscuit.
I will now have Jason Statham-like dollars to wipe away my tears after we lose this game.
Taste the biscuit.
Because I can't say...
Of the biscuit.
I can't say I'm incredibly confident about our chances here, but let's see how this goes.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Taste the butter spread. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the butter spread. Oh, Dome, Sweet Dome. My card got declined due to suspicious activities. Not mad about it, but are you sure you want to donate to this streamer? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
Number 11 seed in this playoff, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the number 3 seed.
Why are you trying to donate to this streamer? He just yells about video games and is a woke liberal cock. What's the matter with you? Are we trying to go back to back? We are. We are. The youth of the nation. We are. The youth of the nation. All right, gentlemen. See what happens against Penn State. Still trying to continue the run. The dream of back-to-back national titles, which we never thought would be possible, and at the moment is looking unlikely due to all the circumstances going on. The mountain of injuries, of course, that cost us a conference title, in my opinion. And I believe we have another injury. We don't. Okay. Thought we did. Interesting. I could have sworn it showed Casey had made a pass attempt, but okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, that helps a little bit. We are down by 9 at the start of the fourth quarter. Not great. Now it's a 6-point game with 12 minutes to go. Our kicker actually hit a field goal. We have taken the lead. Penn State have taken it back by 2. 4:37 to go, down by 2, and to be honest, we're going to take over. Because if we don't, we will not have enough time.
Here comes the Ball State offense.
A field goal to take the lead, but it feels like a long ways away.
The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch
That's
it.
a hell of a pitch out. Shabazz.
That's a big
Good man.
before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks.
Good play by Alaka Shabazz.
Some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him.
I'm all over here.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris. Of
He's threatening to blitz that safety. I don't like it.
I think it's an example of why you
I don't like it. I don't know if they're actually blitzing him or not. We're going to find out. They didn't. We'll just take the check down, and that gets knocked out. Okay. Like playing mind games. Fair enough. We can play mind games, too. It's called the direct snap to the running back. For 2 yards. Yikes. We have not exactly been rolling offensively, have we?
Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
Here we go. Get that first down. Again, Dalvin, not the most impressive game here. He was good last week, but when he struggles, the team struggles. It is true. We only go as far as the quarterback takes us.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
And into chew clock territory here.
And his receiver pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they hand it off to the back. Breaking tackle.
Bit awkward, but we made it work.
First down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to.
I don't know why it's so determined to have me throw on first down, but especially in this scenario, it seems pretty unnecessary.
Break off some big time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
Shabazz underneath. Good man. That's another first down.
They bring him down, but
And if we can't win promotion, we might as well fuck around and win another national title, right?
as a dramatic
We might as well.
offense tries to grab the lead late here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Defense gets him.
Always nervous when a quarterback gets hurt, but he held on to it. Penn State not using timeouts yet, so this is a decent little spot to be.
Use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him.
Third and 1, there's their first timeout. Mr. Grimes, what's up? What are you doing with those AJ Styles gloves?
Becoming a long
Right.
drive. The ninth
First
play.
down here to keep the pressure on.
Motion now from
Move
the
Nimmo over.
On third and short, they hand the ball off.
Baz gets it. That's going to be their second time out. We're in a decent little spot here. If we play this right, they'll never touch the ball again, and we'll be off to the Final Four. On time. What's the house? Jesus Christ, he got murdered. What's the housing market like in Australia compared to the disaster known as the United States of America? Unless you want to live in the middle of nowhere. Good luck affording anything. What in the Winnie the Pooh horror movie is that mascot?
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play.
This is playoffs, yeah.
That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those
Quarter final.
sustained their blocks, gave them a chance at a really nice game.
With the game out of reach here, the offense will just take a knee, admit defeat, and think about how to improve for the next game.
Take a knee and admit defeat. Sir, I'm about to kick the winning field goal, sir. The hell do you mean admit defeat? Sir, I am 17 seconds away from going to the Final Four. Bit of a disaster, but not the worst. Fair. Sir, admit defeat. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure 3 is more than 2. Ball State wins. We're going back to the Final Four as defending champions. Which means we will be allowed to target 3 5-star players this offseason, at the very least. If we win another national title, we have access to 5 stars. That's our first ever win over Penn State, as well, as you might suspect.
And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the
Wasn't pretty,
final try,
but is it ever?
unit looked
Ball State Cardinals.
collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator.
Scores 22-23. The team who scores 22 points is the winner. Oh, in honor of Psycho Sid. Right, 22. It is the superior number.
Another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right. Both teams near 400 yards. We were 3 of 14 on third down. They were 6 of 17. I can't believe we won this game. Each team with a turnover, 4 penalties to 2. They had 10 more minutes of possession. It is honestly surprising that we won this football game. Casey was in there for a little bit too, and threw a touchdown pass. Go figure. Got to crack the Casey. Our kicker was perfect. So was theirs. I mean, we just barely survived. Feels like we should have lost that game, but we'll take it. We will take it. Goodness. Alright. So sad that Cornell Sanders will never play again. I know. I know. But the best thing we can do for now is to win it for him, you know? We head to the Final Four. Who will it be awaiting us? The answer is... Well, shout out to Spider-Man for being Conference Defensive Player of the Week. Meg, I will shortly, yeah. Have that just be the... Yeah. Give me a bit. The Baylor Bears. All State versus Baylor. In the Orange Bowl. Okay. Down to the Final Four, we draw Baylor as opposed to Nebraska. UCLA lost to Wisconsin, so they literally won just enough games to screw us out of promotion, and then immediately lost. There is a chance we could have a rematch with Kentucky for the national title after beating them last year in overtime in one of the most ridiculous games of all time. What the hell? And of course, we have great news as well. Billy Cincinnati's back. He'll be the only one. But old Billiam Cincinnati is healthy. Thank God. Thank God. Honestly, Jet Plane and Brooks, I mean, they're both fucking fumble machines, so... everything Everything's good there. Let's go back to third down backs. Just make sure that's re-optimized because why not? There we go. That works. Or actually, we've had some overall changes here. Let's reorganize the depth chart. Chipmunks is still going to be the starting quarterback, though. But if we reorganize ye old depth charts, let's see what this ends up looking like. The wideout situation still looks good. I want to swap Nimmo and Kraft. Honestly, I'm just going to let the O-line be what it is. Screw it. I don't even care. However the game thinks is best for us, I'll trust it. I will trust it. Kick return, though. We definitely want it to be rubber. Okay, so Rubber Duck Forbath had his red shirt taken off. Why? And can we put it back on? Sir, you're naked. And you're not supposed to be. Get that red shirt back on there. You are not playing in this game, sir. Okay. That would be an absolutely horrific waste to have him just be like, yeah, no, I'm going to play 3 games, and then that's it. And then there goes my year of eligibility. So, return man will be petered out still. 85 return rating. He's the fastest of the bunch. Kickoff still good. Long snapper still good. Third down back and everything. Still looking good. Slot receiver. We'll just go off of ratings. It is perfectly fine by me. Alright. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. You do get 4 games, but reset the whole depth chart. Did it, though? Did it, though? It might have, to be honest. Double check. It might have. But still, I don't even want him to play. I want the guys to play that have gotten us to this point. They deserve the chance to shine. You're right, that did reset the whole damn thing. That's annoying. Well, that's fucking annoying now, isn't it? Fairness didn't change too much that we need to change back, so. The Baylor Bears. The Burrs of Baylor. 87 overall. Quite a few guys in the 90s. And a quarterback named Chad. This is shaping up to not go well for us. Very mobile quarterback named Chad. All right. I mean, you can argue about underdog status. It is what it is. Let's see what we can do here. The Orange Bowl. Against Baylor. This is for all the fruit. Let's do it. Will we go back to the national title game for the 2nd straight year? That is the question. It's a literal bowl of oranges on the line.
Of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue.
Oh, Hard Rock. I think the first time we went here was the year that we lost to USC, right?
Number 11 seed in this playoff. The Ball State.
Did we get to eat the oranges? I hope so.
The number 7 seed in the playoff.
Well, you never know what the pesticide status might be, you know?
Joined by Kirk Street. It's been a tremendous college football playoff.
All right, gentlemen.
And it's down to this, the semifinal.
And we make it 2 in a row.
Head on to the national championship game.
Don't want to get ahead of myself, but man, if we win 2 in a row and knowing what an uphill battle it is to make Tier 1, maybe we just have to call it at that point and say, you know what, we're good. Maybe. I don't know. Much as I want to make it to Tier 1, we are almost at the point where it would need to be every single season's a promotion or GG's. But then again, if we're that close to the end, why not just go for it, right? Another close game as we blow a lead here. Baylor ties it up again. Down to 5 minutes left. We're up by 6 with 3:28 to go after a 31-yard field goal. And we will watch this Baylor possession because we could be looking at a comeback effort here. Or maybe our defense can seal the deal. Good hit holds him to a yard. And of course, Baylor's a hurry-up team, which historically we have struggled against mightily.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, not bad. One more stop should force a punt. Come on, boys, get the stop here. High snap, hip and hammer.
He's got a man down the middle. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the...
Woo, boy, don't I wish I could hit a pass like that from time to time. Oh, yes, it is. Final four. Winner of this goes to the national title game. The action, hip and hammer to the left, caught, first down, and more to the 4. Oh, man. Remember when I said we probably have a comeback effort coming?
I think the reality is seeing it now in person. I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some...
That is the 2.
Or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Handoff, touchdown Bears. We are in very, very familiar territory if we want to find ourselves in a national title game. My goodness, my goodness. My goodness. Typical, typical, typical.
Kick is up and good. They're up by a point here in the final.
All right. Corey, what's up, man? Typical. That's also typical, is Liverpool dropping the ball. In terms of transfers, I mean, they do have decent squad depth, but that can disappear real quick because of injuries. Oh, boy, we got sucked into that tackle. All 3 timeouts. A very similar situation to the last game. Can we do it again? As Billy Cincinnati gets the first down. We are definitely not going to be afraid to run the ball on this drive because we know what Cincinnati's capable of.
And then first down, they go right back to him.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down, and then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air.
Except for that. Keep playing it smart. Still plenty of time.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Attaboy, dude. Immediately getting Bill Cincinnati back changes this team so much.
Make it easy on the quarterback. Hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Only gets a yard there.
That's just not a whole lot of options here.
Minute to go, though.
On the RPO, the defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision.
Cincinnati trucks a man and falls inside the 40. We're close. Not quite where we want to be yet, but we are close.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Cincinnati, first down. Amazing how much of a difference one player can be. As they cannot stop this man.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Another 3 and another timeout for Baylor. We are pushing to get back to the national title game to defend our crown. 37 seconds left. Cincinnati centers the ball. That's Baylor's final timeout.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense.
One more run.
It's 3rd down. Can they pick up the first on the ground?
Cincinnati sets us up well. We do have our timeouts.
No adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football.
We got our timeouts. We can afford to move this ball as forward as we can.
Long march moves on. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
With them being out of timeouts,
15 seconds remaining.
we're in control of this game clock here.
On 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handing off on the draw play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Getting as close
Seconds remaining.
as we can.
It really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps.
Bowling balls his way to the 8.
Trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart.
4,
with play calling
3,
and make sure
2,
the line
and there's the
kicker
last
is very
timeout.
comfortable to potentially hitting this
To
game.
send Ball State back
2 seconds left on the
to the national title game. Why risk a fumble? There was never a thought in my mind that Cincinnati would fumble. The Cardinals are going back. Whew. Bruins, depends on the game, but sometimes yes. I had faith in Bill. Why would I believe ever that Bill Cincinnati would fumble that ball? I have faith in my players. At least the starters that aren't hurt.
That's a great performance in a pressure.
The question is, will it be Wisconsin?
bigger as they go on to the next.
Or will it be a rematch
And this is a new era.
against Kentucky? The Oranges,
To be able to accomplish
they are ours.
national championship, that says everything.
You try saying that sentence. They are ours. They are ours.
And physically,
Pay
they
attention.
get
Oh,
one
I've been paying a lot more attention so far this year, I'll tell you that much.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.
Just came back from injury. Yes, and he's a beast.
Another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Chris, it's a dumb idea unless it works out, and it worked out. So we're good. Oh, goodness. And also, I didn't know what the wind situation was like. Well, it all worked out. Another 14 points against in the 4th quarter. We allowed over 500 yards against today. 8 of 18 on 3rd down, 1 of 1 on 4th. 2 turnovers to their 3. 3 penalties to their 2. Literally, there was 2 seconds of difference in possession time. As again, Dalvin, not so hot. But we're doing what we need to do. I mean, Dalvin rushing-wise has been pretty good, but look at that man. Mama, there goes that man. Bill Cincinnati. We're off to another national title game. Seriously, if we win this, we get access to 5 stars. By the rules that were implemented. And at that point, I mean, again, there's an argument of just being like, all right, you accomplished what you set out to accomplish. Back-to-back national titles. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that should be the stopping point. Maybe we should move on. Maybe. Or maybe not, brother. Who is it? Who is it? I don't care about conference players of the week. I care about who we are playing in the national title game. It's still not going to tell me, goddammit. It is a rematch against the Kentucky Wildcats. The most unlikely national title game of all time. And it'll happen 2 seasons in a row.